those that are on here this morning, you're going to hear a little bit about my takeaways from Nashville, what I learned in Nashville. Got a couple concepts I'll be sharing throughout the week to this week as we gear in and land in for the new year, as Christmas is literally, guys, 2 weeks from today. Christmas is over with. Doesn't that seem crazy? Christmas is over with 2 weeks from today. So just little, I was looking at my schedule. I was like, wow, I cannot believe that. So um, good morning, Biddy. Good morning. Good morning to everybody on here. Happy Monday. My name is Brock Zevan. I'm a life coach, a business coach, a real estate agent, and a dad. And pretty excited about today. Nashville, I got a really, really big meeting with my coach and Eric, also on his team. 10:30 today, we're going to be discussing my goals of what I'm going to be doing in 2023. I'm going to be getting involved. I've been learning a little bit about entrepreneur versus intrapreneur. And so there's an opportunity for me to be an intrapreneur inside his company. So I'm excited to listen in a little bit about that. We're going to talk about that when we talk about two things today: opportunities and searching. So Karen, when I say this, you received this book from me about a year ago, I think, maybe a little bit over a year ago. So when I say this, Christian and Claudia, I want you to really reflect. It's literally about being in the moment today. Okay. And here's what it states: yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. And so when I heard that, ironically, when I was driving home this morning from the gym, I was listening to Les Brown. And Les Brown was talking about the opportunities that we have today. Okay. How many of us today are blessed to be able to walk, to talk? We have money to be able to have a cell phone. We have money to be on Zoom today. We have different social media. How many of us have that opportunity today? Give me a thumbs up that you have that opportunity today to do that, right? Would we all say that we have that opportunity? Got a couple thumbs up. It sounds simple, like, okay, Brock, duh. But is it safe to say there are people in this country who are in a hospital right now, lying on their deathbed, extremely sick, praying to God 24 hours a day right now, praying for an opportunity to be able to get out of that hellhole that they're probably in? Is it safe to say that they are laying in a hospital bed with all these tubes tied up, praying, saying, last year at this time, I was doing this, and this year they are not? So I ask you, you have an opportunity that other people wish they could have. And what are you doing with your opportunity? What are you doing with today's gift that you have today to be able to get off your feet, to be able to get out of bed? Some people didn't make it. Some people didn't wake up this morning, and you have an opportunity to wake up. Now, let's just say we got through that. I'm praying, Brock, and I'm so blessed. I'm grateful and thankful for this. Now I'm going to ask you I'm going to give you another analogy this morning. Okay. How many of you in here might be searching for something, someone, maybe searching for an idea, searching for something to be able to elevate your game in 2023? How many of you are searching for something, a software program, maybe the right person, the right coach, the right significant other, maybe an idea? How many of you are searching for something that you can take your business to 2023 to the next level? How many on here are doing that? I don't know about you, but I am. Anybody on here trying to do that? Okay, give me a thumbs up. Okay, don't be sleepy today, everybody. It's Monday morning. Don't be sleepy today. Okay, I got David here, Glenn here, Claudia, right? Now, how many of you, I'm paying attention now, how many of you have lost your car keys before? How many of you have lost your car keys before? Okay, much more interaction now because we lost car keys. They're like, well, now I'm really going to admit to that. Now, I have to believe this. Okay, I'm going to guarantee you How many, once again, how many of you lost your car keys? How many of you on here have lost your car keys? Okay. Facebook, don't be hiding on me now. I believe though, you kept searching until you found your car keys. You didn't stop like 5 minutes in and be like, all right, well, I'm just gonna have to stay home today because I don't have my car keys. Hey, Christian, where are you today? I thought you were coming in the office. I was, Brock, but I couldn't find my car keys, so I'm just gonna stay at home today. Okay. I have to go pick up my kids. Brock, hey, we're down here at the daycare. Your son here is to pick up. Oh, I appreciate that. Could you? I haven't found my car keys. I looked for like 5 minutes this morning and I haven't been able to find. Well, Brock, it's 5 o'clock right now. You what are you gonna? I mean, how are you gonna get your son? I don't know. I stopped looking for my car keys. I don't think anybody stopped looking for their car keys. I also think that when you couldn't find your car keys, how many of you said, honey, have you seen my car keys? We're now phoning a friend. We're phoning a significant other. It's all hands on deck. We are freaking looking everywhere under the sun. We're retracing our steps. We're to be like, okay, this didn't work. It wasn't here. Maybe it's over here. And we're going all over the place trying to find our car keys. We got kids involved. Guys, we got to find the car keys. We have to find the car keys because what we're searching for, these keys is what ignites us to be able to take the next steps wherever the hell we're supposed to go, right? Would we all agree to that? Would we all agree that we don't stop looking for our car keys? But for whatever reason, when we can't get to our goal, when we can't get to our next step, you all told me you want to do something in 2023, but when we can't find it, it doesn't work out. We stop searching. We stop looking for our car keys. See, in the real world, it doesn't make sense, right? In the real world, when we go try to find our car keys, we will never say, I'm done looking. Greg said he lost his car keys for 2 days, but he still's here in Charlotte. So after 2 days of searching, he still found he didn't stop after day one. He didn't wake up day two. Well, I don't know. I guess we're going to be stuck here at Myrtle Beach the rest of our life. No. But in life, we do that. In life, we stop searching. And at certain points, for those that follow my story, and when I get done this conversation, I told my coach I had a Tom Brady moment on Friday. And my coach during his visioneering said, money exchanges hands when you solve problems for people. And the bigger the problems, the more complicated problems that people have that you solve, the more money you make. Would we all agree to that? And what happens is my coach was telling me his problems he has. And he sold in front of everybody. And at lunchtime, guess what? Everybody left the room. But just like a teacher and a coach, we still go in, we're still in the front of the room and we are looking, okay? And we're not looking, but we're going over our notes, we're reflecting and everything else. I purposely did this. So for those that are really trying to figure me out, like you pretty much know me pretty well of who I am. So I had that Tom Brady moment. I was like, I'm going to write down his problems. He just said, if you solve these problems, there's solutions. And I'm like, I'm writing down his problems. And I'm listening to his problems. And I wrote them down. And when everybody got done and they went down to lunch, I said, now's an opportunity because everybody's hungry. Everybody's doing his thing. I'm going to go talk to him. And I went up to Coach and I said, Coach, I just want you to know that I wrote down your problems. He's like, oh, you did? I said, yep. I wrote down all 3 of your problems that you're having. And I just want you to know this, that you're done searching. And he goes, done searching. I said, I'm your answer. I will solve those problems for you if you give me an opportunity to work with you and your company, because I know I can handle this because I'm doing it already. I talk to strangers every day. I go out there and do it. And I have a relentless mindset. I'm the person for the job. When do you want to talk? Now take a guess on how he probably reacted, just like an abundant person. He goes, yeah, man, let's do it. When can you talk? I said, well, what do you got this week? So literally, remember, he said this week, the average person is going to wait till Thursday or Friday to search for something. Remember, keys are found immediately. We don't stop searching for keys until we get to what we want, and then we move on. I don't wait 6 days to be able to find my keys. I have a meeting today at 10:30. I am seizing the moment of the gift that I have, the conversation that I have, the confidence that I have. I'm searching for something in 2023 to elevate myself to a higher level. And in order to elevate yourself to a higher level, in my goals, I said I need to surround myself to higher level people so I can have more opportunities to grow them and me. That was my goal and my vision of 2023. So my searching continues until I find my keys, and I'm going to have an opportunity because I brought in some more people to help me find my keys, i.e. my coach, i.e. Eric, and we're going to have a conversation at 10:30 because that's when I want to find my keys. Do I make sense to this for you to understand where you need to go and where you need to grow when you have an opportunity? Because we all agree that there's people in hospitals today wishing they could have an opportunity. You all do. We all agree on here that we searched for keys and we didn't give up until we found our keys. So is it safe to say you all on here on Facebook world, recording world, Zoom world, you all have the same opportunities that I do, just like you do right now, to be able to continue to keep searching for your keys? Now, I'm going to do a little transition here because I hope, does that resonate with people? Do people understand that right now? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a heart. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense that you all have the same opportunity to do this? And this morning when Mike and I were talking, we said to ourselves, Mike, let me just tell you something that kind of hit me today on some of the things that my coach was telling me, because I do everything based off of time periods. And one of the questions that the coach asked me in Nashville, for those, this is part of the Nashville thing. He says, how many activities are you doing per day to produce income? That was his question. How many activities do you do per day to produce income? And so that's how I'm going to start off with. That's how Mike and I started our conversation. I said, Mike, this is what he said to me. Not me, but like the class. And we had to go through this. And so, Mike, I ask you, so I'm going to bring Mike in because I want you to pay attention to this, guys, because there's a couple things that you need to understand before you can move forward. So, Mike, good morning, brother. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning. Doing good. What's going on?
You know how it is on a Monday morning. Just happy to be here. We got quite a few people on here who want to learn and understand how many activities does Michael do, or what was your first thought process when I said to you, Mike, how many activities are you doing per day? Coach tells me we're supposed to do 35 to 45. Okay. Everybody has their own goals and standards and everything else like that. But what was the first thing you think of when I said to you, how many activities you got going on, Mike?
Well, because I don't like structure it the way you do. And I thought 35 to 40 of anything in one day is like pretty extreme. So my first thought was like kind of taken aback, like, I don't know. What do you want me to say here?
Right, right. No, I mean, and that's why I say the numbers, guys, it's all up to you for where you want to grow. Some of you on here, Glenn might be on here. He might have some badass goals that he wants to hit. Claudia might here have something different. Conrad might be balancing 2 jobs. Okay. Karen and Pamela might be doing different things. So everybody has their own number. But the key ingredient was the activity and the definition of the word activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you heard the word activity, define that in your words for people on here. Like what did that mean to you in defining income producing activities for you? Because maybe some people might need some ideas. What is a defining activity for you?
Well, would be anything that you're doing relative to real estate, whether it's income producing, income servicing, or whatever. Activity is just what are you doing? What stuff are you doing throughout the day?
So what are some things that you're doing throughout the day? Because you're absolutely right. Activities and action, guys. Okay. It's not just like, okay, I'm going to write it down. Activity means there's an action step. In what I want to produce for you guys here is small wins that are taking place that you possibly are doing right now to be able to add up to whatever total number of activities. So your goal today is how many income producing activities do I want to do? So Mike, what are some things that you've been doing in your activities that are producing conversations, real estate conversations?
Well, kind of the normal one, because again, it comes back to kind of like the pipeline thing. So as I was saying earlier, I was out showing properties was one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Dealing with tenant issues, that's more of an income servicing thing. But when I got into it, when you were talking about like different things, so like I use my the CRM Follow Up Boss, and I was just thinking, yeah, yesterday, going through that, and I sent out probably 10 texts or emails from people I just kind of like stay in touch with. How's it going? If you've made a decision yet. I do remember like on Saturday, I'll go through and people who have hit the portal who I don't touch base with on a regular basis. They're just like touching the portal. So it's kind of like those long-term lead things that, and so honestly, I don't really think about them because it's just part of my, like my routine of doing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the thing. Some of us are doing things. See, our brain thinks by measurables, guys. And so what happens is when you're not doing measurable activities and they don't amount to anything, failure starts to enter into our brain like, man, nothing's really taking place. I'm not really not doing anything, but you really are doing something. And why it's important these next 60 days, these next 30 days is to keep track of this is because it's going to help stimulate and create momentum into you to be able to say, man, I'm grinding. Because what do they say? Try to get as many no's as you can because there's a yes waiting behind one of those no's. But you can't get to a yes if you don't get some no's. So you can't do some of these activities. So one of the things I just heard on a podcast is, Michael, you just said it, rentals. That tenant is an activity because is your goal that that tenant eventually buys?
Yes.
So you're doing an activity in the nurturing section that you're creating that relationship, having that conversation that, boy, this guy, Mike, he's the person that I need to talk to when it comes time for buying because you are nurturing him right now. It might not be today, but you're nurturing him to be able to have an opportunity to be able to buy property in the future. Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So that's something you wrote down. Text messages. How many of you are texting people, asking people about their Christmas, wishing them happy holidays? Texting is an activity, guys. Calls, past clients, family, friends, reaching out to them. That's an activity.
Christmas.
Christmas cards. How many of you do, Mike? How many Christmas cards did you send out this year, or will you send out?
I sent them all out, 181.
181 Christmas cards, guys.
And
you still have time to do Christmas cards.
Everyone was handwritten, hand addressed. So that's the joy of being sick. I was in bed writing out Christmas cards.
But that's an activity, guys. There's an activity right there. We talked about it before. I loved your MLS portal. Okay. MLS portal, guys. In my MLS portal, I don't know how you have it set up, but every single person gets the MLS portal. It is a service that we're already paying for as real estate agents. So you might as well use it besides just sending it to people who are who are trying to find a house, but who are in home searching. But I send it to anybody, family and friends. Find out what neighborhood they live in, find out what zip code they live in, and just break it down by their price point and be like, hey, here are homes. All you have to do is it says it in the autosave searches that you could set up MLS portals for every single person. And for somebody who's a buyer who just bought a house, I'm just going to use my old neighborhood, Northstone. If they just bought a house in Northstone, they stay on a drip and they will get the portal every 30 days. So they know the activity of the neighborhood that they're living in. So then that way they can go back and guess what? Is it true, Michael, that they are going to go in and they can look at that portal and be like, wow, what's going on in the market? It's pretty crazy. The home prices are still continuing to climb. Is it possible that they could be in the grocery store, Mike? Is it possible that they could be with family and friends? Is it possible that they could talk to a brand new neighbor who's been in there for 10 years and they could say, yeah, I cannot believe the Joneses down the road. They sold their house like $40,000 more than our house. Like, I'm so excited about the equity. Is that possible?
Oh yeah.
And that is a conversation. Wait a minute. Mike, wait. You just said that Jones's house sold for 40,000. We are actually getting ready to sell. Oh man, you need to talk to my real estate agent. He sends us all this stuff. Wow. Yeah, I'd love to get his contact information. Guys, if you don't set up a portal, that's not possible to happen. That's why everybody should be in your MLS portal. I use MLS portal a lot, but you have your CRM, whatever it is that you want to do, right? You use your follow-up boss, right, Mike? That's your that's your CRM.
Yes.
Guys, we all have CRMs, or you should have a CRM to be. And if you don't, use your MLS. Right there is where you could put your data, put your people in there and set them up. Okay. Anything else that you're doing, Mike, before I get into my my four topics that I learned in Nashville?
No, just real quick, what I would say is this is a critical time of year. It's the 12th of December, and I took buyers out. And I'm telling you, if you've got buyers, a lot of people right now are not going out. They're not showing them. It's Christmas. It's this, it's that. And so I was telling Brock, because I've taken some buyers out, I've had more listing agents follow up with me saying, please make an offer. My sellers are highly motivated. This is the time, if you've got buyers, taking them out. And as I told them last night, I said, the house they really liked, been on the market I think it was 182 days. It's come down like 70,000 in price. And when we talk about they're going to put in an offer, and I said, look at the numbers. This house is a steal. And they're like, why do you think it's still on? I said, same reason you ask. Why has it been on the market for 6 months? And there must be something wrong with it. And so there's not. And now we have no competition. Now they lowered the price. I said, now is the time. So my big thing is, I said, you want to go, I wouldn't go much under, maybe 5,000, maybe under, but you could shoot it, because think about this. What are the sellers going through their head right now? Here's a scenario that I see. The guy's like, well, honey, we lowered the price. We're going to see what happens. And she's like, well, honey, we've been making 2 mortgage payments, have been vacant since September. And we can't do this. We got Christmas bills. We need to get this sold. Oh, guess what? We got an offer. It's 5,000 under. 5,000. We said that was our lowest. But honey, if we take this offer, it's only 5,000. We don't have to worry about lowering it. And it's done. We're under contract before Christmas. We only have 1 more house payment to make, blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like laughing. And the wife's like, yep, that's exactly what I'd be saying. So put yourself in there. Every listing agent right now is starting to panic. Their listings are probably going to end. The one's been on for a while, December 31st. You're more in the driver's seat today, December 12th, than you would be in another 30 days or even 30 days ago. So right now is the time. If you got a buyer, is say, guys, we need to go out now. No one else is going out. They're already hit coast. I put one under contract, like I said, a little over a week ago. I think it's 6, so maybe it's been 10 days ago. And I'm telling you, we got a 6% commission on the new construction. I was like, fell over, because they're like, we've got to get these under contract by the end of the year. So sellers, whether they're new builds, whether other sellers, they're desperate. If you got buyers, now's the time to really buckle down, because if you could get 6% of that house was 360, do the math. How long would that keep you going in real estate? And so that's what I'm saying. Now is the time. You want to make money. It's today. Do those activities today. Take the buyers out today. Today is a great time to sell real estate and make some good money. That's my last 2 cents worth.
No, absolutely. For those that are trying to find business, one of the things that I was listening to was this podcast on, I do a lot of stuff on I've been reading, and I've been doing some leaves and some yard work. And so I've been listening to this, I put in my YouTube, Real Estate Forecast 2023. And there's a lot of good information out there. Okay. Out of all the podcasts, okay, listen to for several hours on Saturday and Sunday. Not one single person, and these are all entrepreneurs, bigwigs, multimillionaires, people who own companies, CFOs, not one single person said the market is going to just continue to skyrocket and it's going to be the best year possible for real estate agents and lenders. Don't you worry. We have another 2021 right around the corner. Don't listen to anybody else. Not one single person said that. They said that you have to 4 times your work. They said you have to batten down the hatches. They said you have to do activities if you want to survive in January and February today. They said that the inflation is going to continue. They are going to continue to increase rates till they get to a 2% inflation rate. They said that the home prices are going to continue to go, not drop, but correct themselves. If the unemployment rate continues to climb, you could see a 10% drop in home prices. If the unemployment doesn't go down, you could see a 3 to 5% drop. Guys, is this knowledge that could help you educate somebody who thinks that waiting is the best thing for them? Okay. This is all stuff I just learned, guys. I'm no special person over here. I just learn from other people to be able to help you educate other buyers that are out there because they are waiting because they think something magical is going to happen. Sellers think that the home prices are going to continue to climb. They're not. Okay. On January 1st, we will have, I guarantee you, close to 200 expireds. It will be the largest number we've seen in 2 years. Now, that's just some things that I just share with you. The rental market is going to continue to grow. That's what they say. The rental market will grow. The home pricing and all that stuff will go in the different direction. So if you're thinking about talking to rental owners, rent by owners, have conversations with Mike. They're looking for showing agents, all these different things to be able to have opportunities. They're right in front of us. Keep searching for those keys. Keep searching for the answer. Don't stop looking for your keys. And that's how I'm going to end it today. Guys, I'm doing a Power 10 every day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week before I get to my Black Belt of Personalities, which is this Thursday. Okay, we have quite a few people this Thursday. If you're still thinking about it and maybe like, I'm not too sure yet, Brock, I need to listen to you more, whatever it is, Power 10 will be today at noon. There's 3 different topics I will be talking about each time period. It's only 10 minutes. It's a Power 10. Today, it's how to leave voice messages. How I leave voice messages for people to call me back, my tonality, what I say, how I say it, what I do, my pace that I do it in. I'm going to explain it all at 12 o'clock today. It is going to be it's in the chats. You can go to the mindset page. You can go to my personal page. You can go to my business page. There's a link there. It's 10 minutes, guys. How about you? Mike, remember Clondale? Clondale was a for sale by owner. I left him a voice message and he called me back on that voice message. I had 3 of those happen this year. Okay. From the 3 that happened to me this year, I made $24,000 or $25,000 by leaving voice messages. I don't know about you, but maybe this could be a good opportunity for you. So today at 12, it's on the Zoom. It's in the link. Take a look at the Facebook. And Thursday's my Black Belt of Personalities. Guys, it is 8:46. Mike, as always, Mornings with Mike. Thank you so much for being on here. Guys, I appreciate you all being on here. God bless you. Have an amazing Monday. Keep searching for your keys. Don't stop. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to everybody tomorrow at 8:15 when Sandy will be with us. Have a great one, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.